Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Playing an ninek WM France deck G4567 with coolala, maruskaK, and ninek. And I'm gonna refer to ninek as Horus a lot because that's his name, and played with Horus for a long time, so. Let's see what G7 collection we're using here. Oh, my sugar. So context here, I just finished a game where I had Sugar Daddy and I basically built around it. And I had Master Tanner too. Oh man. I had Sugar Daddy and Master Tanner and I built around the two of them and then I didn't play Sugar Daddy. So yeah, that was bad. I am disappointed in myself, to put it mildly. What should I take here? Let's read this Grove Keeper. In the future, whenever you play an Ock, you can pay 1 food to receive a boar or a cattle after. That seems pretty good. Obviously, it's a fantastic combo with Master Tanner. So what I could do is I could first pick Master Tanner and then hope that Sugar Daddy or Grove Keeper come back. Probably that's unlikely. Probably they both get taken, those two and Fence Overseer, and then I get like Humble Farm Boy back. Humble Farm Boy does make a card like Grove Keeper and Sugar Daddy a little worse. I could just first pick Fence Overseer. I think that's probably the strongest card here. I think though what I'll do is I'll take Grove Keeper is nice. I do like Grove Keeper. And if I play Grove Keeper and get Sugar Daddy back, that's a good reason to play 7 Occupations, even with Humble Farm Boy in the game. I guess with Humble Farm Boy, that line is a little worse, so I could first pick Master Tanner here. What are we doing here? Grove Keeper obviously wants me to build a cooking hearth, right? It's very similar to Village. The sheep one, Village livestock, Village something. That gives you a sheep every time you play an Ock. But obviously this one doesn't activate immediately, but it potentially gives more food if you play more occupations. But you do need to have a cooking hearth. I guess cooking hearth is not like the most trivial thing to build. But Master Tanner doesn't work without a cooking hearth, period. I'll take Grove Keeper here. Yeah, we'll try this card out. Seems pretty good. Okay. Sheep Lover. If there are still 7 rounds to play, 3 sheep if you have at least 2 pastures. At the end of the game, all players with the most sheep receive 2 bonus points each. It seems like it would go pretty nicely with Fence Stealer and Animal Buyer. I could just first pick Wheelbarrow, or not first pick. I could just take Wheelbarrow Pusher here. This is a 4 wood occupation. Most plate improvements with a printed wood cost get 3 bonus points each. So Cabinet Owner kind of fights with Humble Farm Boy. I mean, I have Grove Keeper, so Cabinet Owner coming into play would not be bad. Cabinet Owner seems pretty strong, actually. 4 wood occupation. Yeah, and then I maybe get Fence Stealer back. If I don't get Fence Stealer, I probably get Animal Buyer back. I'd be pretty happy with either of those. Yeah, Cabinet Owner seems quite strong. The fact that it gets you 4 wood that helps you play those wood miners is nice. So we tried Appraiser a couple days ago, and it really disappointed, but I still think it can be a very good card. Obviously, with Cabinet Owner, I want to build the Joinery and the Well. Building both of those 2 things seems reasonably important. However, there's Cloister Dweller here. I should probably just take Cloister Dweller, right? Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right, Rylocren. Cloister Dweller seems like the pick here. There are a lot of 4-wood occupations so far. House steward, cabinet owner, and humble farm boy. And we've got tile maker here too. There's a lot of weird stuff here. Alright, bunch of G7 cards to read. Start of each round, if your home has exactly 2 rooms, pay 2 food to a player with an empty room and receive a guest token from the general supply. So, if I'm on 2 rooms, I can pay 2 food, but it gets paid to a player with an empty room. That seems bad. 2 food for a guest is not really that. It's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. But the fact that the food goes to your opponents makes it quite bad, I think. Mud cleaner. Whenever you use wood or stone for a room or improvement, you receive 2 clay before playing the costs. I mean, it's going to get me a lot of clay. Grove Keeper seems really strong. Yeah, I do obviously need to build a cooking hearth, but wood laborer. At the end of a work phase in which your family member's actions spend at least 3 wood, you may move that person to a free day labor space. So build a room, jump to day labor at the end of the round. Or build fences, jump to day labor at the end of the round. That's probably the pick here, right? Wealthy woman, around 10 or before, you get 1 bonus point for each planted field you have. Yeah, it doesn't seem like any of those are what I want. I think the pick is probably just wood laborer here. And then if I get any day labor combos, great. And if I don't get day labor combos, I don't really need to play it. I haven't lost too much. You like mud cleaner? Yeah, it would get me a lot of clay. I don't know. The hard thing is, I kind of want clay. I want to build the cooking hearth before I play too many occupations, right? Like, I kind of want the clay before I do a lot of stuff. I don't know. I'm not sure. What if I draw clay tablet? If I draw clay tablet again, then I have a chance at redemption, put it that way. I can... Is this a hand that plays Sugar Daddy? So cabinet owner, I kind of want a family growth multiple times. Because I want to play lots of wood miners. And with wood labor, that also pushes me towards it. I could absolutely take Sugar Daddy here. Sugar Daddy plus Grove Keeper. Like, imagine getting a pair of cattle every time I play an occupation. That's going to make my occupation actions pretty good, right? You don't like Where's Salesman? Yeah, I think Where's Salesman can be okay. I don't think that's what I'm taking here. I think the pick is probably just Sugar Daddy, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, the card's good, but I have some PTSD here, obviously. Fence Dealer seems pretty good. Now, Fence Dealer's a little awkward with Cloister Dweller. What I'm kind of looking at is a big 12-room or 12 9-space pasture, and then 3 rooms, and then 3 fields. Could do something like that. Of course, that doesn't give me much capacity for animals. Means I only have room for like multiple of one animal. I'm forced onto a negative of another. This might be a hand where I could play Puppeteer. It's hard passing Fence Dealer because Fence Dealer is really good. I mean, I could do Fence Dealer 10. This is Cloister Dweller and Fence Dealer really do not play nicely together. If I knew that I was going to have some other capacity for animals, Fence Dealer 100%. But it really does not play nicely with Cloister Dweller. Part of the advantage of my Grove Keeper Sugar Daddy is going to be getting a pair of cattle and a pair of boar. And this farm, if I do a 12-space Fence Dealer, can only hold one of those pairs. Yeah. It's fine. But I feel like I'm going to lose a lot of value on my other cards by doing this. Also, a 3-room house. 3-room house might not be able to win cabinet owner that easily. 12 with corner. So, like, do this and then a little corner. I could do that. Yeah, I mean, Puppeteer is not... unless you have reasons to ways to incentivize other people playing traveling players, it's really not that good. Appraiser came back. We also have Businessman here. Fence tighter and build 4 rooms. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there are other farm layouts that I can do for sure. Like I do 8 and then 4 and then 4 rooms. Yeah, I could do that. I'm probably taking Appraiser here, but I'm kind of interested in Businessman. Businessman playing Major is a bit easier for cabinet owner, seems like a thing. Yeah, I'm also thinking about Businessman because Businessman seems to work with Wood Laborer. So say I play the Joinery and a Wood Miner improvement, then I can jump off of Start Player to Wood Laborer. And same with if I build the well and play a 2 wood costed miner, then again I can jump to Day Labor at the end of that round, which is not great in and of itself, but if it means that I'm going to be able to do it like 5 or 6 times, then it makes the card a lot better. Like probably normally you only get to trigger Wood Labor like 4 times, maybe 3, but if I could do it like 6, then that makes it seem quite good, especially with any Day Labor combos. Like it could be a really bad Day Labor combo and it would still be worthwhile. Yeah, I'm wondering about the timing for Appraiser too. I think Appraiser is probably the pick just because of cabinet owner. Getting the extra wood will be nice. I kind of want to try Businessman and Wood Laborer sometimes, but I might not even play Wood Laborer, so Wood Laborer would be the big reason to take one over the other. Wow. How many cards are we drafting here? Is it 9? Yeah, it is 9. Okay. Mansion is huge, but there's also Viking Ship, and Viking Ship is very interesting. Obviously, Mansion triggers Wood Laborer, but I don't really think I want to play Wood Laborer here. I kind of like Viking Ship. You don't like Viking Ship? I mean, the way I would look at it is I would use it every 2 spaces, right? So what I screwed up last time was that I played Viking Ship was I was going on with 1 food and paying an extra food. I have to do it every 2 rounds. But I feel like every 2 rounds, spending an action to get a guest and a building like to get the action back and a free building resource, considering it has a point on it, I think that seems fine. Especially if I get any other combination cards. I don't think I want to take Mansion. Popcorn is good. Yes, Popcorn is good. And it works with Cabinet Owner. Mansion works with Appraiser. I don't think I really want to play Mansion. Mansion doesn't work with hands that play lots of wood miners because you just end up spending way too much wood. You never end up being able to fence. Puppet Master? I don't think Puppet Master will even get played. It was my 6th... maybe it got 7th picked. Maybe. Popcorn is really good. What ways do I have of getting Reed? Not really any at the moment, but I could just take Reed a lot. Sorry, Sid, I'm going to disappoint you here. I'm taking Viking Ship. I'm interested to see what I can do with this card. Well, there's Oyster Recipe. So there's a fishing miner. But there's some better cards here, like Plum Patch, Bartering Shack probably pretty good with Grove Keeper. Yeah, I don't think I'll take Oyster here. I think Oyster probably comes back out of this pile. Runestone is nice. I don't know if I quite have the hand for Runestone. Plum Patch is quite good. I kind of like Bartering Shack here. Like Grove Keeper, I pay a food for a cattle, and then Bartering Shack turns the cattle into like a well, basically. So I'd pay a food to get all the resources for the well. And with Appraiser, I do really want stuff that does that. Country Silo with Wood Laborer. I kind of like Bartering Shack here. And then hope that Oyster Recipe wheels. I think Bartering Shack is a really interesting card. So Fleece Factory works for Appraiser and for Cabinet Owner. Child's Toy the same. Do I want to play an oven? This is where popcorn would have been a much better pick. I can take ceramics. Dinghy kills Viking ship. Fleece Factory. I think Fleece Factory is a little expensive. We do know that there's that sheep occupation card that wants everyone to hold sheep. We do know that that is out there. If you keep fishing at 2, Dinghy won't get played much. Yeah, true. I could take Child's Toy here. Child's Toy, considering it triggers Appraiser and works for Cabinet Owner, seems pretty good. Yeah, I think I like Child's Toy ahead of Fleece Factory here. Fleece Factory is quite expensive. And if I want to build the joinery and the well, then playing Fleece Factory as well, that's just so much wood and stone to spend on improvements. Guildhall. Wow. I mean, the pick is Guildhall. Oh, man. This is great. This is great getting Guildhall here. Wow. This is amazing. Like, I play Grove Keeper, then I play Guildhall, build a fireplace, get a cattle, which I eat, you know. Upgrade to a cooking hearth, get a cattle, which I eat. It triggers Appraiser, although Appraiser probably won't be out before Guildhall, realistically. Works for my Cabinet Owner. Meadow is very interesting because Meadow lets me fence nicer with my fence dealer. Does Ram combo with Fleece Factory? I don't remember the text on Fleece Factory. So let's say, what if I do 3 columns? 3, 6, 9. So I could theoretically, if I was able to hold one of each type of animal, I could theoretically use Fence Dealer to fence 9, or wait, Fence Dealer plays 12 fences. So yeah, I could fence 9 like this, 3 pastures, hold 3 of each type. I think I like Meadow here. Barred Plow is quite good, but I think I like Meadow here. Now the question is, how do I hold the animal? The thing is, I get the animals really easily with Grove Keeper. Grove Keeper and Sugar Daddy get me the animals quite easily. Like Sugar Daddy maybe gets a sheep when I already have. So I could build 3 stables theoretically. Which 3 stables would spend a lot of wood. What if I have 1 pasture built already? That would be 8, 11, 14. That would be too much wood. So I would have to hold with stables. I'd have to build 2 stables. Yeah. Yeah, this looks good. I think we can do that. Oyster Recipe came back. So, seems fun. I don't build the outer pasture. Yeah. Well, what I'm wondering is, if I build the outer pasture already, Sid, build the middle column. Fence it for 4. Right, you fence 4. Yeah, and then 2 stables. Yeah. Oh, you're saying fence over here. Oh, fence this column, and then meadow auto fences the rest. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that way I don't have to go back and... So if I'm happy finishing with 2 pastures, that works. Which probably is fine, because then I can hold the sheep in my house. Yep, so that's an option for sure. Yeah. Or else if I can play meadow before, then I could do like the 3 column thing for 5. So it'd be an extra pasture for 1 wood. Need... Oh, you're saying 1 stable and then the 8 column. Yeah, I could do that. Yep. Doesn't look like a hand that can play piggy bank. Although piggy bank with Guildhall is kind of fun, but no, I won't play it. Ceramics is kind of interesting. I don't think I play Private Forest here. Do I? Do I play Private Forest here? I don't see myself playing ceramics. However, it is a free occupation, and like it really would let me spam improvements. Am I getting that much clay though? If I'm paying clay for Guildhall and for other stuff, and then also clay oven and also ceramics, that's a lot of clay. I'm not sure I'm gonna have that much clay. I could just take Private Forest here. Don't think I'm playing Piggy Bank. Piggy Bank, if I absolutely spam occupations, maybe works. Okay, how much food could I theoretically get? So let's say I play Grovekeeper naturally. Okay, my round 1 is Grovekeeper 2 clay. Then round 2 I play the I take 3 wood and then start player Guildhall. Then round 3 I do something and then play the 2 clay fireplace, getting myself a cattle. Then round 4 I play the do a cooking hearth upgrade, get a cattle. Okay, so I would have gained 3, 5. I would have gained 5 food out of Grovekeeper, but I would have had to spend... I don't really have time for Piggy Bank. No, I don't really have time for Private Forest either. I guess Private Forest gets me my 2nd wood for Guildhall, maybe. But it seems like the worst way for me to get the wood for Guildhall. Yeah, let's swing for ceramics. Ceramics can be played. My stage 1 is probably pretty tight with Guildhall, Grovekeeper. Let's go for ceramics here. So we start 2nd, which is good. Yeah, so what's my order on my occupations? Grovekeeper first, certainly. And then probably appraiser, then cabinet owner, or vice versa. maruskaK starts out with wheelbarrow pusher. I think this is a hand that plays 3 wood ahead of Reedstone Food in stage 1, or in round 1. I think this is a 3 wood hand because I want a 3 wood into 2 clay, and maruskaK will Reedstone Food, so the 2 clay is coming back for sure. Although 2 clay for Guildhall is not enough, I really want more than 2 clay. But the thing is, if I get 4 clay, the 2 clay will already be in someone's hand, so then getting fireplace is a lot less likely. So yeah, you really need 2 clay and then another clay grab after that. So I should highlight wheelbarrow pusher, gives Reedstone Food on reed basically, or Reedstone Wood. Good card for maruskaK. And then seasonal worker. So there's the day labor combo card for coolala. Maybe coolala had seed wood labor. Maybe was hoping for some combo there. Bartering Shack allows me to get read whenever I need to. Yep, exactly. Yeah, Bartering Shack could be like a 2 read 2 stone action or something. Yeah, I think Bartering Shack is quite nice. I like it. I like it a lot. It's also nice for getting like 3 stone and a read to help your Reno in round 13. Like start player Bartering Shack round 13 is just a, I think it's just a phenomenal play. Okay. So nothing out of the ordinary, stage 1. maruskaK did take stone from Seasonal Worker, which is good to know. Who saw Cabinet Owner? maruskaK did. So maruskaK passed me Cabinet Owner, might value the well quite highly with Wheelbarrow Pusher, I would think. So Sheep's out and Major Minor is not out. So I might first action start player Guildhall here. Is that crazy? That's crazy, right? Businessman would actually have been amazing. Yeah, it would have. Yeah, Guildhall is the card that says, man, wish I had taken Businessman. I think I second action start player Guildhall here, which is ridiculous, but then I take 2 clay when it comes back. This could absolutely blow up in my face if both the 2 clay actions get taken, but there's no way that happens, right? Also, maruskaK immediately gets a good friend resource, which is womp womp. I am all in on this. So Fireplace can play Grovekeeper. I was thinking Fireplace would play something else, but Fireplace can play Grovekeeper. And then upgrade to Cooking Hearth, play Cabinet Owner, and then, you know, build the Well Play Appraiser or something. Coolala's playing Agrarian here. Not a particularly good card. Everyone looks at it and says, man, your food just gets sniped and it's terrible, but rearrange the farms. Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you for the reminder. The food often gets sniped, but I've seen some games where it surprisingly gets a few fields off. maruskaK says first to play this card, or 9K says first to play the card. I've actually seen it go off a couple times. It's because it matters if you host or not. If I'm hosting, then the farms, like you're always in seat 1 if you host. Major Minor came out, perfect. Improvement is safe, so I should do something else. Like 4 wood? Yeah, 4 wood seems good. And then second action, 2 clay fireplace. And then round 4, maybe Cooking Hearth and 3 sheep. ninek had a nice round too. Yep, you're right. Yeah, I didn't need to first action Guildhall probably. But I think like if Major Minor had come round 4, I think Guildhall would have been quite bad. But Major Minor coming round 3, I think vindicates me somewhat. Yeah, like I'm not interested in plowing for Agrarian at all. However, 9K with the resources for a room already on their farm. That is someone who will absolutely plow and take a food. I think Reedstone food into start player is fine. Grab 4 clay first action, even if first fireplace walks, you can 3 clay. But I want to get 9 wood, right? I'm pretty sure. Well, I want at least 8 wood. maruskaK just built the basket maker's workshop. That was not what I was expecting to happen. Is anyone going to play fishing? I could start player Viking ship here. Reedstone food is fine, yeah. Could take 3 wood. Could take the plow. Probably just Reedstone food. Yeah. Yeah, I could have maybe played Viking ship. No, I have no improvements in play. What am I saying? Do not have 2 improvements in play, or 2 occupations in play. It's possible that I get screwed here. Like if coolala start players and then maruskaK takes 3 clay and builds the fireplace with his first move, like that would be quite bad for me. But if that happens, I guess I just Reedstone food and then build a room. Yeah, exactly. Hey, coolala played this crazy card. He's not announcing his occupations, which is kind of annoying. He played the itinerant preacher. That gives a really big bonus to building a room here. A really nice bonus for building a room. 9K playing tile maker. Sure. coolala gonna start player gold mine. So here's where maruskaK can take the 3 clay and build the fireplace next round. But if he does it, he's not activating his wheelbarrow pusher here, so we'll see. He goes for the wheelbarrow pusher. Okay. So yeah, I do get my 2 clay fireplace next round. I have to build it with my first action though, because if I don't, 9K will certainly grab something. So yeah, building the first room seems quite appealing. Wood labor is dead because of gold mine. Because people are going to take wood, food instead of the 2 wood action space or the 3 wood action space. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't really that set on wood labor to begin with. It was more of a passing fancy, shall we say. Two clay fireplace, playing Grove Keeper. maruskaK played Hut Builder. So Hut Builder gets him a free room late. And then I play Grove Keeper. There we go. And then second action doesn't have to be 3 sheep, I guess. I have enough food right now. Like if Reedstone food comes back, I can take the Reedstone food. maruskaK has wheelbarrow pusher. Might not Reedstone food. The board has been so juiced like coolala's agrarian. Yeah, you know what it is? It's maruskaK wheelbarrow pusher every round. Plus someone has start playered almost every round, right? And that coolala is also day labored a ton of times, right? Coolala day laboring so much has had an impact. I could start player here. If I start player and 9K takes 3 wood, then it's not a very good move. But if I start player and get 6 wood, it's quite nice. Probably I just take the sheep here. Yeah, if I take the sheep, then I can first action take Reedstone Food next round. And if I don't get Reedstone Food, I could take one of the clay moves. Yeah. Yeah, I want to play Cabinet Owner next round, so... Start player Viking ship? I need 2 occupations to do that. I will eventually need food to buy cattle on the hearth upgrade. Yeah, so the Reedstone Food could do that. But taking the sheep here seems fine. It does give Horus 6 wood and the first room, which is kind of deadly. Oh! Well, he probably doesn't take 6 wood. Well, he might take 6 wood. He could take 6 wood, build, and then grow around 6. Or he could build, grow. Both are options for him. He gets 2 food from coolala and can grow in 6. Yeah, assuming coolala does the itinerant preacher, yeah. So, yeah, I need Reedstone Food. Need that second reed. Although I do have Bartering Shack. So if I don't get Reedstone Food, I do have alternative plans. Reedstone Food, if I could get 4 wood back, that would be quite good. Coolala seems to have no interest in wood rooms. So, yeah, getting 4 wood back is... No, Maruska will take 4 wood. Yeah, Maruska's going to take 4 wood. What am I talking about? Maruska's going to take 4 wood before I even get a first pass at it, let alone a second. Start player Shack to grow ahead of Maruska. I do like that. So then I would build Cooking Hearth with my first move. Maruska takes Reedstone Food. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I like this. I like this. Eat a sheep. Play Cabinet Owner. And pay a food for a cattle. Did I do that right? Did I add 2 food from my sheep? I think I only added 1. I should have 5 food, right? Yeah, I should have 5 food. So I get 4 wood, and then I pay a food for my cattle. There's even the... No, there's no way. There's no way 9K doesn't build here, right? Yeah. Reed, stone, move, and I can push for well and room. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yep, this looks really good. Looks really good. So Maruska probably takes 4 wood here. So I'll start player in to build a room, and then second action build the well. Looks really good. It would be nice to have a Praiser in place before the well's built, and Guild Hall, but that's okay. Maruska forgot that gold mine was in play. Never take Reedstone Food before day labor. Oh yeah, good point. And build a stable. I think I won't build a stable. I think I want to keep my wood for Viking ship and child's toy. I can go back and build stables later. Claw's basically gotten around 5 growth, sort of. With Itinerant Preacher. Fence 10 in the middle to activate Fence Dealer. Or to activate Meadow. In which case I would need... Oh, 10 you're saying use the 2 middle spots. So then I don't have to build a stable. Yeah, I could do that. ninek plays Popcorn. So wants a good read action and then can build the clay oven. But Koala wants an oven as well, certainly. Popcorn gets nailed a bit by wood wheelbarrow pusher. Yeah, but you're right. Day labor is 2 food and 2 grain for ninek, which is nice. All right, I'm going to go ahead and build the well here. I pay a food for a cattle from an occupation. I guess I have to play the occupation before I get the food, eh? maruskaK for some reason doesn't want top right. That's fine, I'll take top right. Occupation play Appraiser, I guess. I guess Appraiser works with Child's Toy next round. Although, yes, Appraiser does get me the extra food. Because I'll need a 6th food if I play Child's Toy next round. And Appraiser gets me it. Okay, that works. Yeah, I can't play trigger Appraiser here. No way. Because the Appraiser's not even in play until the well's built. So... Yeah, because I kind of don't want to eat the cattle if I can avoid it. Not that it really matters. I can always just eat the cattle, but... I mean, I could have gotten extra food, you're right. I guess I was thinking cabinet owner. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, net 1 food more. Yep. Honestly, I wasn't even sure that I was going to build the well this round, to be fair. But building the well here ends up being quite nice, so. Looks good. So yeah, next round, Family Growth Child's Toy. Child's Toy triggers Appraiser because it has 2 different resources in its printed cost. There is an argument that Appraiser and / resources don't work together. Actually, I should see if anyone's updated, because I did comment saying that. Yeah, it's not necessarily clear. Tomba says I could go either way. I don't have a strong opinion. The printed cost has 2 resources in it. The actual cost does not. Oh, interesting. Oh, I get 2 food from Koolala. So I get to do anything here. I could Reedstone food to grab to go for the joinery. I think I'd probably just take 4 wood though. No, you know what? 3 reeds available. I need to take 3 reed whenever I can. I should probably build a 4th room. Should be my play. Yeah, I like 3 reed here. Just day labor. 2 food and 2 reed. If coolala is feeding us, though, I feel like getting the extra room, getting the extra reed is worth it because of coolala feeding everyone with his itinerant preacher. So I think this might be okay, actually. Whoa, 9K fences 15 in round 7 after growing. Fence 15 after growing in round 7 seems good. I guess fence 15 in round 7 after growing earlier is what really, I'm not saying it the most articulately. Yeah, I think coolala's like gotten some nice stuff, but the thing is coolala's going to feed our big houses and our big family growths. Actually, I wonder where Mansion ended up. Who has Mansion? Maruska's playing photographer. If Maruska or if coolala has Country Doctor. Did I open Country Doctor or you're just speculating? Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, seasonal worker after first picking Country Doctor. Yeah. Oh, this is really nice for 9K. Really nice for 9K. Here's the sheep lover. Nice. And he also has enough food that he can take 3 sheep, and with 6 sheep, it's pretty difficult to see anyone beating him to those points. The picture for appraiser and photographer are similar. I thought this was Maruska's farm for a moment. Yeah, so Maruska probably has mansion with hut builder. Yeah. And then double building, most likely. Seems reasonable. So 5.5 room mansion at minimum for Maruska. If no one start players, there's going to be some really good wood actions available next round. I assume coolala is Reno clay oven here. Maruska's good at playing big house. Yeah. I'm certainly feeding his good friend. I'm being a good friend to him, I should say. Alright, if I could build the stone oven, I'd be quite happy. Because that would enable ceramics and pottery, which would just be kind of gross. If I could do all of those things, like that's, yeah, that would be quite a bit. Although I guess with Sugar Daddy, there's no big rush. I kind of just want to play Fence Dealer. I don't even really care about Wood Laborer. Yeah, Wood Laborer is dead because coolala is just first action day labored every round. Interested to see what 9K does here. Because if 9K doesn't start player and coolala does, then 2 of the 6 wood actions probably go to coolala and Maruska, and then I maybe 4 wood, maybe 6 clay. 9K took the 3 sheep. Okay. And then I get 6 wood here at the start of the round. Not bad. Yeah, I think people think of Agrarian as worse than it is. There are games where it is very playable. You just have to you just have to be in the right game. And maybe you could argue that the three of us have all screwed up by not plowing. Like that whenever there's a plow and a food available, that's just going to be a better action than whatever we're doing. But I think that I think probably what I'm doing is better. Eighth action plow plus food is too strong in most games. Yes, but the wheelbarrow pusher plus the gold mine have made it so that there are better actions available. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, agreed, Sid. So, I wonder if Maruska will start player. Is coolala going to build a room? Coolala has the resources to build a room. I guess I should probably first build with my second move here, right? Yeah, because Maruska can no longer start player to get ahead of me anymore. So yeah, I think building a fourth room here seems fine. And then I will build... Will I build my 2 stables? For my 3 animals? No, probably not. Yeah, I like the fencing the middle column. Yeah, so no stables. Now, if anyone start players, then Maruska gets to grow ahead of me in round 9. No stables, I can fence much sooner if I don't build stables. Exactly, yeah. Going for 2 plows now or fencing the 4th column instead? I think probably just 2 plows. I think there are enough points available from the majors, like, that I can, a 2 field farm will be good enough. Yeah. Where is 9K playing a miner? K is taking miner, no start player. So the SP space, but not taking start player. Oh, so this is a really nice fleece factory. Really nice. Yeah, he is helping me out here. Yeah, I'm just wondering why he didn't put himself on start player. That's kind of weird. Like, coolala could move Horace to start player here, and that would be fine. Or put a guest there, yeah. Coolala builds a cooking hearth. So maybe Coolala's going up to a stone house. Totally forgoing building. I guess the thinking is if I first action family growth, 9K and 9K doesn't want a family growth, he gets the first action anyways. So maybe he's looking at Maruska as the bigger threat. It is helping me out a lot. You're right. No, Fence Overseer, not Reno. Oh, nice combo. Fence Overseer with Groom. Very nice combo here for Coolala. So yeah, who needs to build a room when you can Fence Overseer and Groom? Yeah, great combo. You need very little wood in that game. And since you need so little wood, you don't need very many actions. I'm probably just taking 3 stone here, right? 3 stone so I can maybe build the stone oven. Total auto farming. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 3 stone seems good. Could maybe have gotten my Viking ship in play, but probably, yeah, I want a fence before I play Viking ship. Which means Viking ship is just really not going to do anything. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like a card that could be really cool, but need to get it out in stage 1. The thing is, Guildhall just gave me a much better much better stuff to do. Yeah, it's like, why do anything else when I have Guildhall with my hand of occupations. I don't know if I move the white player to start player. Does that player then take start player? I wonder how that works. Because I always thought you would only get start player if you moved your person yourself. But I wonder if coolala moving... I wonder if coolala moving 9K's person to start player... I wonder how that worked. Yeah. Well, we family growth here. I can play Viking ship. I have the action. Or I could just play oyster recipe. You know what? I kind of like playing Viking ship here. Seems to be a lot of wood in the game, so... Yeah, oyster recipe doesn't do anything until I have fences down, so... I think this is okay. So I like 4 clay a lot next round. I actually need more than 4 clay ideally, but I could take a clay from Viking ship actually. I can take 4 clay and then take a clay from Viking ship, and then that's 5 clay, which is enough for Reno plus stone oven. And then stone oven can play fence dealer, yeah. And then I can play ceramics, and then maybe I go to stone house and then play free pottery, theoretically, if the stone is all getting snatched up quickly enough. Although coolala kind of, yeah, has the resources. We'll see. Maybe coolala builds a room. We might see that. But yeah, coolala having auto farming, you're totally right. Yeah. We are seeing the downside of Child's Toy here. Both my family growth actions so far are in rounds where I have to pay the extra food. A lot of the time you don't end up having to pay the extra food, but... Take a food from traveling players. Or take a food from an adjacent person with an adjacent action. Something like that. Maybe the Viking ship just makes my... Yeah, I guess the idea is I go fishing. I've built a Viking ship. So when I say, hey, I want to go fishing, I go out on my Viking ship, and we're fishing the whole time that we're out on the Viking ship, but then we also happen to plunder someone that we see. Plunder a random thing. Sure, that's how that works, right? maruskaK took 2 boar, which is pretty good, because Horace really would have liked the boar. Day labor's taken, so we'll take 4 wood here. I think 4 wood, yeah. Or do I take the 3 food? No one wants the 3 food. Yeah, I should take 4 wood. I guess Horace could theoretically take the 3 food, but there's 2 sheep available, so hard to see then. Get the fishing food and pay 2 food from traveling players. I see. Yeah. Yes, I could build the joinery still. Yeah. So then I could reno joinery instead of trying to build the stone oven. I'm still not sure if coolala is going to build the stone oven. With those resources, you would think yes. Okay. Yeah, I think we just take the fishing here. And what building resource do we take? Could take wood. I think we'll hope that we get the clay oven and take a clay here. This clay is dead if we don't get the stone oven, but it's okay. Feed 4 food and a cattle. So yeah, I'll try to Viking ship in round 11 and round 13 as well. NK playing Bartering Shack. What resources are you getting? I wonder. Does have popcorn, so could maybe go for a stone oven. Taking 2 clay, it looks like. A clay and a stone, okay. So maybe pottery, maybe just reno. Because yeah, clay and a stone with 1 more reedstone food action, then you only need to reedstone, then you're ready to reno. There's a lot of wood going around. Looks like 9K might get 6 wood again next round. Is coolala gonna build a room? I want to see that stone room come out so that I can breathe easier with my major improvement building. I mean, I do have the joinery. Like, no one's gonna build the joinery. Having said that, 9K could totally build the joinery. 9K might reno joinery. Might just want a major joinery and then fence with fence dealer. Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, maruskaK wants the reno for before his room comes in. Yeah, if 9K takes 6 wood, the joinery's looking pretty appealing for them, and it helps him get towards cabinet owner. So and 9K's having a nice gain. What I would like to see is plow at this point. I would like to see 9K play some sort of plow to fill up his farm. But it is round 10, and his feeding is kind of sorted, and he's got a lot of points, so... I guess with Tilemaker, a 3-room house doesn't really want to go to stone. Is this Reno Runestone, or is it Start Player Runestone? This is Reno Runestone. Okay. So yeah, no Reno for maruskaK here. Oh, I get a guest. What? Who looks like a Viking here? I guess there's a bow here. Did the Vikings wear bows, or have used bows? This guy's got a pitchfork. Okay, yeah, pitchfork guy. Pitchfork guy for sure. Hey, Lumen. Hope you're doing well today. maruskaK gets 6 wood as compensation. That seems okay. An agrarian that worked? Yeah, you are. I kind of want to build the stone oven over the joinery. I guess the joinery triggers appraiser and helps for cabinet maker. Yeah, I could just first action build the joinery here. Wood F and pay a food to get a cattle and play fence dealer. Giving people gold mine. Actually, the person who played agrarian has used the gold mine every round. coolala has first action gold mine every round because he's giving out guests with itinerant preacher. That's what's going on here. coolala is playing start player storage shed. Is coolala finally gonna... No, coolala doesn't have a guest. Is coolala finally gonna build a room? We've been waiting for it all game. No plow police, yeah. coolala, yeah, Sid was right. If round 7 had been family growth, I think coolala wins by quite a bit. By quite a bit. Oh, okay. What are they arguing about? I don't understand. Oh, Horace is complaining that coolala still had more actions? I don't know. Stream might happen really late today, if at all. Have an Ethernet connection. Yay, good job. Bruce hasn't got to 4 yet, my bad. Well, I'm taking 4 clay, certainly, and then probably just taking a vegetable and a grain. I could maybe read stone food. Nike just regretted passing the storage shed. Oh, I see. That's what you're saying. And then maruskaK said you don't show a guest. Okay, there we go. All right, I got confused about who was saying what. They were all talking at the same time. Can't pay the same player consecutively. Ah, right. Yeah, interesting card. I mean, I feel like it's been the least important factor here. Although getting the free action every round of day labor has been relevant. Yeah. Has been relevant. I got totally confused about what was going on. Okay, so we're fencing, and then doing what? Reedstone food? Fence, reedstone food, take a grain? Something like that? maruskaK plays plow rope. Seems good. Yeah, 2 resources every round. Yeah. But I feel like it's the final piece of Voltron, you know. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for 4. I can pay 1 more defense 5 to give myself space for 1 extra thing. Is that what I want to do? I probably want to... This is how many? 4, 7, 12. I need to pay 6 to get 12. No, 4, 7, 10. What am I saying? I'm fencing 5 here. I am having issues here, guys. 4, 7, 10. Yeah, fence 10. Pay 5. Yep. There we go. And now I can hold all 3 animal types, so I can play Meadow, and then Meadow autofills the rest of the farm. Yeah. Whoops. Am I the only person with actions left? I definitely thought other people were going to start taking moves. All right, Reedstone Food looks good, and then maybe take a grain, or I could take a pair of animals, or I could even just take 1 cattle. Thing is, I probably end up having to eat cattle next round, so... Yeah, it says it forms a natural border for pastures, so that tells me that it would then work. It would then be fine. Like I wouldn't have to go back and do a fence action. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that works the way we expect it to. Koala plays Dormer here. So I'll grab a pair of cattle if it's available. Also a pair of boar would be good. Reno Stone Oven looks nice to play. I guess I play Sugar Daddy. I guess I don't really want to play a major. The Stone Oven is nice because of ceramics. That's really why I would build the Stone Oven, is because then I can play ceramics for free pottery. How did maruskaK get to clay? I missed that. I thought 9K first action Renode. Oh, maruskaK Renode first action here. Okay, that's what's happening. All right. So I get 2 cattle. Awesome. Just play Cloister? Yeah, I could play Cloister. It would be fine. Getting my oyster recipe into play gets me an extra cattle. So probably second action should be start player oyster recipe, and then I could fishing. And then I could fishing, get an extra cattle. And then I should also probably take sheep here if they come back. Yeah, coolala won't take the sheep, I don't think. So yeah, I should take the sheep. Yeah, if the sheep are there, I have to take sheep. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and it actually doesn't look like anyone's really pushing for start player here. Koolala wants family growth, but doesn't have any more moves. maruskaK doesn't care about plow sow with no crops, doesn't care about family growth. Horus is the one who is most likely to start player here. So it's possible that Horus will start player immediately after I take the 2 sheep, but we will see. Go like this. So funny story about Horus. He had a different account that he played on for a long time. But then he said that he had friends who also played on the site who would make fun of his stats. Like, it sounded like dick friends, but he said he had friends who would make fun of his stats, and he was like, well, I'm a lot better at the game now, guys. So then he made a new account to be like, here are my true stats. I just remember thinking, man, you have bad friends. Or they were just bugging him. I mean, I had a friend who was kind of mean like that, but I mean, we got along well. Start player oyster recipe here. And then last action, fish. I think it works, yeah. Because Meadow says natural border, and I've already got the rest done. Actually, Lumen, could you weigh in on appraiser plus slash, like alternate cost miners? I'd be interested to know what your thoughts are. So appraiser is, yeah, it's going to be a pain for me to bring both of them up right now, but yeah, it's. I would be interested to know what you think. So let's grab a stone here in case we don't get anything. Although the clay oven is available. I could first action build the clay oven or the stone oven next round. And the stone oven gets me the pottery, but coolala has access to the pottery too. So let's take a clay and then we can build the pottery. Plus C and breed my cattle. Feed 4 food and a cattle. As long as the pasture would be technically legal, then it works. Nothing in Meadow says otherwise. Do you win Head of the Revolution that way? I guess so. But then you can plow there. And if you plow, you can unpasture and lose capacity. I don't know what appraiser's intending. What clay has... Yeah. Okay, what am I doing here? So I fed. All my stuff is done, so I get a guess next round. Do I have family growth? I think I probably family growth, right? I could first action Reno build a major improvement. If I think Reno's going to be kind of tight, or major improvements. maruskaK can't build the pottery. Coolala could build the pottery, but building the pottery gives up on the other things. So yeah, we'll just family growth here. I don't think 5 rings and trees for the citizens is exactly analogous, Lumen, because of the way appraiser is written. It says in 2 different building resources in the printed cost. It doesn't say, does it have a wood printed cost? Because yes, clearly it does have a wood printed cost. You just don't know if you printed it. My issue is with the word the, because it says the printed cost. I don't know. Kimball's opinion used on good friend and majors that are minors to justify the France that compendium ruling was an old one. Oh, so is there a different ruling now? You're reading cabinet owner. Tisk tisk tisk. Reno pottery looks good here. Or do I swing for the fences? I can major stone oven and then Reno pottery, and then Reno ceramics. Let's do it. Let's do it. And I'll play Cloister Dweller. And then I pay a food for a boar. And then I have to make space by eating 2 cattle. And I will keep my sheep because I want to threaten the sheep lover. Yeah, 5 rings has a printed wood cost. We're talking about different things, I think. Kimball at least doesn't play with good friend trigger on well builder built well. Did you see the stop sign? It definitely implies you messed up. It's Spirit, I think Child's Toy shouldn't trigger a Praiser, but technically it does. Yeah, it's something that we can figure out. I've played for the last couple games that it does, and Sid has argued that it does, and it's worked in my favor, so... yeah. I'm not sure. I think there's an argument both ways, and this is one that I'm not decided on. Appraiser's kind of crap anyways. Change it to be more precise. Oh, hey! Appraiser triggers here. I totally forgot Appraiser works on Stone Oven. It's nice that I remembered that one on my own this time. Usually I have you guys reminding me. Appraiser is pretty great when you build all the majors. Yep. And you know what? I could start player pottery next round. Is there something better to do? I could take 6 clay, I guess. I could take 6 wood. 6 wood for my joinery. Yeah, 6 wood for joinery seems fine. Yeah, Reno's not that contested here. Maybe Maruska wants to keep getting paid by Coolala. 9K is saying, why aren't you family growthing? Oh, 9K played Master Tanner. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by our conversations. Again. Yeah, so last game I had Master Tanner and not Fence Stealer and something. Itinerant needs 2 rooms. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have to read the G7 cards again. Don't have them all memorized. Oh man, please, I want Borrowed Plow to come back. There's no way it does. I don't see Coolala playing it, but oh, if Borrowed Plow could come back, I would really appreciate that. I might not get to 2 fields here, guys. I'm looking at the board and thinking I would start player pottery ahead of plowing 1 field. I guess start player pottery is not that good without having the first field. 2 stone rooms at full cost. Child's Toy count for Appraiser rate. So that's actually our discussion here, Scott Free. Is I played it as if it did. No one complained, and in the CAC it seems like there's no consensus. Yeah, like I think there's an argument that it doesn't, but I think it could. I think honestly I see it both ways. This is one where I don't have a strong opinion on it. I think there is legitimately ambiguous wording on the card. I guess I also want to play Meadow next round, right? So even if the pottery disappears, which Maruska won't build the pottery. Maruska's setting up for his mansion. Also, Alchemist Lab with mansion is amazing. This is amazing for Maruska. I think I'll reno and play ceramics here. I guess I could reno and play meadow as well. But I think I can play meadow next round. I want to get the ceramics out. We should have printed cost means something very specific. I think that's fine. I just think appraiser says the. My issue with appraiser is the, as in, does it refer to the one that you are choosing? Like, when it says a printed cost, that doesn't refer to specifically the one you are paying. But if it says the printed cost, for me, that implies that the for me makes it think there's only one cost. And if there's only one cost, it should be the one that you are paying, if that makes sense. But I think you could go either way. Last action here, taking a vegetable, I suppose. I could take a bunch of clay, but no one else really wants the clay, so I could get the clay after assuming I get the pottery. So vegetable here seems fine. Oh, there's a weird wood here. I guess it's because the wood and the special wood don't mix. A printed cost is just grammatically incorrect. It is, yes, you're right that it's grammatically incorrect. So we would have to make more changes than just that. Yeah. Coolala plays stone chimney. This is on family growth. Okay. So if I could get start player and then or if I could get plow and then start player back, that would be great. It's hoping for a lot, but let's hope. Writing rewording options in the CAC now. Cool. Yeah, I mean, the other thing that I think is great about, like, we're kind of building up a bit of a streaming community is that we just get more eyeballs on this stuff. And just getting more eyeballs on this stuff makes a big difference. Like, it sometimes, you know, if you don't have a reason, like if you don't deliberately check the CAC like all the time, it's so easy to miss discussions in there because it's honestly not as good of a discussion for it's not as good of a place as the forum for keeping track of stuff that you've missed. Great thing about the forum is I can go and look at I can look at the posts in order of most recent, and that's what I do is I just read every forum post that goes on there. I think meadow is more important than pottery. Well, I think when nobody can build the pottery, I agree with that. Like start player meadow here seems pretty good because it makes capacity for me to breed my animals. I'm sure Sugar Daddy will get printed with that name. Yeah, that's right. And it's going to have a picture of, I don't know. It's going to have a picture of Uva, and it's going to be just swimming in a pile of money. And the money is all going to be think of Scrooge McDuck, but instead of money, it's going to be all the boxes of all the different games that he's made, and he's just going to be diving in, like he's going to have the Scrooge McDuck diving into the boxes. France Deck Compendium being update. Honestly, I haven't touched it in years. I just tried to compile everything at the time. The problem is I think there's a lot of ambiguities that we haven't even had a firm wording on. So I'd be happy to put some effort into doing an update. I'd be happy putting some work in to do that, but I think it's the other thing is I think when we're establishing new cards, I think as much as possible, if there are new cards that are providing the conflict, then we should be looking at, like we should try to solve those with the new cards, ideally, is my thinking. Should I take 4 stone here? I could take 4 stone. I probably want to fish. Does anyone else want the 4 stone? The 4 stone does let me rent, like it's 2 points, so I guess it's not a huge amount. I guess I don't actually get anything from here. I'll breed my, should I breed my sheep? Actually, if I breed my sheep, then I can potentially win the sheep points. Yeah. And I get a resource, so the resource I will take is wood, I guess? Or should I take a clay for potential ceramics? I guess I'll take wood. Take stone so I can reno with 3 stone, in case the 3 stone comes back. Yeah. 4 stone is only 2 points because of tile maker. So it's only 2 points. So that's why I'm like not that set on renovating. It's like if I can reno, great. But if I don't, I'm not so worried. Maruska's playing. Exhibition. 1 grain or 1 vegetable, or return a supply. Additionally. Okay. Oh, fun. So he can turn a sheep in to get his other stuff. Does maruskaK have boar? Yeah, he's got forest pasture. Yeah, sorry, you guys just can't see them because the farms are not big enough. So I'll take 4 wood here because now it's just an extra 2 points. Or 4 stone. Because I'm going to want to build a pottery either way, so. And then I can also play Sugar Daddy, which Sugar Daddy can get me a boar, which lets my boar breed. 6 level when people are busy doing crazy stuff. Yeah. Yeah. maruskaK probably beats me with all his bonuses and a great farm. Does have a nice photographer. I don't know. I have a lot of improvement points. I might be okay. Should I build the well here? Or the my free pottery here just to get it out of the way? Or should I do... I could do stables with this move. Because it looks like there's going to be a bunch of wood actions available for me next round. I could take a grain, which is 1 point. I think I can probably just build 4 stables here. And go back and get more joinery points later. Um, 4B, feed 10. And breed sheep, breed cattle. And I get to plow sow here. It's asking, does Ram work with Sheep Lover? Oh, Ram and Fleece Factory. Yeah, that's been great. Players with the most sheep. Yeah, I don't think Sheep Lover works with Ram. Ram works for scoring sheep, but specifically Ram says counts as a sheep for scoring and breeding, but it doesn't say it doesn't count as an animal otherwise. Sheep Lover says most sheep, not most points in sheep. Exactly. Ram doesn't work for cards that count number of animals. For what's the card? It doesn't actually work that way, Term Bar, because it specifically tells you it counts as a sheep for scoring and breeding. It doesn't work for cards that count number of animals. Animal Holder, yeah, there's also another one. I can't remember the G45 card. That's really good. Circus something? Don't think it works with Loom or Shearer. Exactly. Scoring can be whole scoring. Ram does not work with Shear or Loom. That's correct. Yeah. Oh, wait. For scoring. Maybe it does work with... So there's a clear, there's a definite WM Compendium ruling saying what RAM does and does not work for. Let's look at, we can just look at that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. All right, I'm going to reno pottery here before anyone else takes it. The pottery's free because of my ceramics, and it triggers my appraiser. Plus wood F. Oh, and I get to play an occupation. I get to play occupation sugar daddy. And that gets me a boar. Or I guess it'll get me a cattle. Sure, and then I'll pay a food for a boar. Compendium says it counts. That's scores for animals. What? That doesn't sound right. Pretty sure we've had a ruling on RAM that it doesn't work for a bunch of stuff. Okay, I was totally wrong. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yep, I'm looking at it. Yep, you guys are right. So there's 2 6 wood actions, and there's 8 clay, 2 8 clay actions. Both are worth 3 points. It doesn't work for cards like Loom for feeding, but it does work for Loom for scoring. Okay, I learned something new today. What did I take for a sugar daddy? Cattle, I think? Could have been a vegetable. Or I could have taken a vegetable. I could have taken a boar. I think I'm going to end up having to eat probably 1 cattle, so I think it's okay. Because I'll probably eat a wood and a clay, and then a cattle and 2 food, right? Although I might have 1 free action to take a 1-point move, but I have vegetable and grain, which are both worth 1 point, so I think it's equivalent. So sorry about that. I got confused because of the so it's interesting. The compendium says it does not count as a sheep for loom during the harvest, but it does count as a sheep for loom end of the game. Hey, I've played Ram wrong for like years. Did maruskaK get mansion blocked? No, he left the family growth. This is the way I like to play mansion. Is you leave it for family growth plus mansion with your last action of the game. So then I can take 6 wood. Oh, I have 2 moves left. How do I have so many actions? I guess 5 family members plus a guest from Viking ship, eh? So then the grain and 6 wood. And you know what? Even if grain gets taken, I can play wood labor, and wood labor probably doesn't count. It probably is fine. Did I grow last round? I grew in round 12. Seems like next time we need to guard agrarian. I got family growth even without room round 12. So just the thing we're talking about. Ram counts as a sheep in your farm for scoring and breeding. Counts as a sheep for the purposes of determining bonus points for cards that count animals. So I don't know if this has been in the whole time, but I definitely... maybe people told me about the second clause, and then I assumed that it applied to the first clause as well, which I didn't know, so... Sorry about that. Thanks for correcting me. 2 wood, A wood, C for feed 10. So how often do you have a max joinery with 15 fences and 4 stables on your farm? Not too often, eh? So I've had 3 points from Cloister Dweller. I think I win Cabinet Owner. I actually haven't counted yet. I need to count the other people's farms. So Guildhall has a point. Child's Toy has 2 points. Viking Ship has a point. And then I'm pretty sure I win the 3 points from Cabinet Owner. And then I think I win the points from Sheep Lover too. How many sheep do you guys end with? Alright, let's count the wood costs. Coolala, no. So we've got only 1 here for maruskaK. So yeah, I just win the wood cost minor. It's Fleece Factory, Popcorn Sawhorse, so 3. I've got Joinery, Well, Viking Ship. Yeah, I've got like 5. So I win the points from Cabinet Owner too. Says he ends with 8 sheep. So no Sheep Lover points for me. Yeah, this is going to be a ridiculously high scoring farm. So whatever I score plus 10. What is that number? It's 73. Wow. Yeah. Sheep Lovers, Koalas unless he eats a sheep. Yeah. So 73 points for me, which is ridiculous. So Koalala, what did Koalala announce? 73. Well, G7 to be fair. This is not G8. G7 where you need 65 plus to win. Now, to be fair, this is an extremely unusual game. Coolala injected so many resources into the game. That just blew the lid off of traditional scoring. So I beat Coolala by 6 points. New record for me? I don't think it's a new record. It might be. It is certainly a ridiculously massive farm. Grovekeeper is so good. Yeah, Grovekeeper is really good. Yeah. Yeah, and there were just too many resources available. Like what Coolala did, Coolala said they took 4 wood the entire game. So that meant there was a ridiculous amount. Yeah, I guess I don't play power too much. Yeah, G7 seems very high power. Yeah. Yeah, this is a 72 point farm. Ay caramba. .68 with the IKWF is very impressive. I assume that was probably a G45 game. I assume that has to have been a G45 game. I probably streamed it. I don't know. We can look up. We could try to find my what game did I score 68 in. Yeah, big game. Big game. My max on Play-agricola is still 68 from 750 games, but I rarely play more than the IKWF. Yeah, so there are a lot of really good global points available in G45. Like G45 absolutely kind of increased the point ceiling of most farms and most winning farms. But I think it did it in a way that made NURFG a less dominant strat. And I like that aspect of the game. I like that, so... New record for me. Pretty good game. Yeah, 73, new max. 73 points. My win percentage has jumped up quite a bit. I think probably 2 years ago my win percentage was like 20 over... Well, my win percentage on my first probably 200 games was probably like 10% or less. Then my win percentage on the next 200 was probably 15 to 20. And then it's only like in the last... Probably my last 600 games, that's where I've been winning like 40% of the time or more. Payne's is 300,000. Urpel scored infinite in a game. Yeah, those games are crazy, that's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, you know it's crazy when you can ignore feeding the whole game and just take as many beggars as possible because it's like your combo has set up so many points that you don't even have to... You don't care. All right. Well, that was a better one. I played better than last game. I have to say, though, yeah, coolala scored big. Coolala managed 67, which was crazy. And yeah, a coolala absolutely wins if it's round 7 family growth. But the farmer that gives 2 food for a guest to your opponent, yes, it's good for you, but I think it also like feeds your opponent so much. And also putting so many resources into the game meant whoever built a lot of stone rooms was likely to win. And I got up to 4 stone room house, and I managed to have a max point joinery and pottery. Like, that was pretty silly. Beggars max out at 168 negative points. Drop in the bucket when you score in the thousands. That's right, yeah. Okay, guys, that's going to be all for me for today. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed this little video. What day is it today? Is today Tuesday? Today's Wednesday. I will stream tomorrow. And yeah, probably same time as today. I guess if you want to see me stream later, I had Sam Folds tell me yesterday that he likes later streams, so maybe I'll try to switch it up. Like, I'll try to do a couple days this time and a couple days later in the evening. So if you have specific times when you want me to stream, let me know. Because I do have flexibility. I like doing it when I first get up, because then I stream and then I got it done and then I go do other stuff. But I could definitely do some streams in the evening. Especially days when I work, I can stream. That's when I stream in the evenings, so... yeah, let me know about that. And otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video, and we'll see you tomorrow.